Hey, y'all, it's your girl Nikki Live here, coming to you guys with, as promised, the recap review / my thoughts on the first 3 episodes of the new series, Book 2 Ghost. So, as I said before, I wanted to watch the first 3 episodes of this new show just so I can know how I really truly feel about the program. And last night was the 3rd episode, so trying to stay true to my word, I have wrote down some notes. I'm going to go over my notes first, and then I'm going to talk about the 3rd episode in full. So with that being said, let me just go ahead and jump over to my notes. So what I like so far about this series are a couple of things. There's no ghost. Yes, I even though I like the Ghost as a character, I'm glad he's not on here and he is gone. It just felt like Ghost on the first chapter of Ghost was just so much. He was so tiring. You know what I mean? As a character, it's like he took so much out of you because he was always in some bullshit. You feel me? And so with him not being there, I feel like it's a breath of fresh air with him not being so toxically draining as a character. That's the first thing. I like how they are trying to build Tariq into his own version of a man. Not necessarily a Ghost Part 2, but to a version of himself, aka maybe a version of his father, okay? Take that how you will. Now, I also like how they are bringing in new characters and new plot lines. I like that. I like the Tejada family and what they're bringing right now, although we don't know as much as we need to know about them at this time. I like how they're bringing them in along with the girl Lauren, what the girl name is, Brayden, the 2 professors, and the school life along with Tasha's trial and McClane. So my 2 most favorite characters right now are Monet and Davis McClane. The 2 characters who I don't like right now, and I probably won't like going forward, is the 2 fucking counselors. Jabari and Carrie Carr, whatever her name is. I don't like them at all. For some reason, they're both crazy as shit to me. And that girl is fucking crazy as cat shit. She gives off pedo / stalker vibes for me. She looks crazy as hell. Like, we found out that she's a sex addict. But not only is she a sex addict, but in my opinion, she looks very stalkerish to me. Not to mention, Jabari and this broad together, they both toxic for each other, which leads me to believe they both crazy as hell. So it's just the fact, man, that Jabari try to act like he ain't crazy, but he really is crazy. I'll move on for them. I've gone over that. So let me just jump into my notes that I have for episode 1, okay? So, basically, we're introduced to all the new characters, and we pick up where Tariq and Tasha's new journey began. So, Tasha is, navigating jail, kind of get used to that, while Tariq, on the other hand, is adjusting to college life. You feel me? So, we're seeing that, okay? We also see how the Tejada family moves with Kane killing Rail from the party. So we're introduced to how ruthless this family is, how they don't they don't play those games, how they're pretty feared in the streets. We're seeing all that through Kane, okay? Also, we see Tariq adjusting to college and politics of it. So what I mean by that, he just adjusting to college life along with the politics of it. So as a condition of him staying in school, Stern has made it so he has to tutor Zeke, who is Monet's nephew, who is a star he's a star basketball player of the team, to get him back on the team. So that's a politic portion of the school part for Tariq that he's not used to. Okay, so that's my notes for episode 1. Going on episode 2. We found out Tasha, well, we already knew Tasha was a snitch, but she goes overboard with her snitching when she openly admits and lies on the name of Tommy, saying that he was the killer of Ghost. Okay. We see Saxe, the DNC guy, John Mock, basically entraps Tasha into federal charges of Queen Pin statue. But she fell to her own trap when she opened her mouth to accuse Tommy of the murder of Ghost. Okay? Move on to the next page. I'm almost done with these notes. Also for episode 2, Tariq uses Zeke as a way to get a little bit closer to Monet and the family. The black chick counselor, she gives me stalker, like I said a bit ago, she gives me stalker pedal vibes. And again, we find out that she's a sex addict, okay? Now, Davis McClain, Method Man's character, he is worth every bit of that $500K price tag. He is worth that fucking money, period, okay? So we found out in the second episode, he's going to try to get the charges dismissed, and would have gotten the charges dismissed had Saxe not brought in Blanca to testify on his behalf for cross-examination. Move on. They bury Ghost at this funeral. And again, I made a little video asking, okay, were we going to see anything about this nigga's mama? Or anything about his family? But we don't. No person we see is Uncle Gabe coming, and no mother and nothing else, okay? So he gives a very good epilogue. He gives a very good eulogy for his mother. It wasn't throwing him under the bus. It wasn't being untruthful. But it was just basically, it was appealing to all parties involved. Neutral, that's the word I'm looking for. It was a very neutral eulogy. And it was satisfying to all parties involved. He wasn't throwing dirt. He wasn't throwing shade. But he was not also giving overall glowing glowing situation of his father as well. It just was very neutral. So I'm very proud that he did. He found it within himself not to do what Davis McClain wanted him to do. Okay? Now, oh yeah, we end up finding out that there's a snitch that comes amongst the Tejada family that gets taken care of immediately, and Tariq drops his 50K on Davis's feet. Now that's all I have for the notes. Now let me just go ahead and get past those notes. Now, what I want to say is this right here. What I noticed off the rip is the Mary J. Blige character, Monet. I like her. I love her very dearly. I wouldn't say that. I love her character thus far. Because to me, she has already demonstrated to me she on her game way more heavier than Ghost. Let me explain why. When Kane and Tariq had that little discussion, and Tariq basically checked that nigga like, look nigga, I'm on your side, my nigga. Like, if your cousin, if I say anything against y'all family, I get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And he breaks it down to Kane how old boy's a snitch, yada, yada, yada. And Kane comes back and tells the family that. I love how Monet character immediately goes into the mode, who this nigga is and who sent him. She goes to ask the nephew, hey, did you invite old boy? Did he invite his motherfucking self? Now, what I mean, so let me go back to book 1. When Ghost got introduced to fucking Angela the first time at the club after 20 years of being apart, this nigga ain't do no background check, no nothing on this bitch. He found out like 2 seasons later, or a season later, that she worked for the feds. No, sir. Monet said, oh, no. He's someone new. We need to investigate this motherfucker off the rip. Because she understands what lifestyle she living. So that's what I mean by she on her game, okay? Next thing. I love how Tariq, I'm still on episode number 2. I love how Tariq checked Kanan ass. Kane ass. Now, keep in mind, Kane is a street thug. You feel me? He hit the Bryce motherfucker in the bubble. I mean, in the bubble, because he's more of a hothead, like Lorenzo said last night, okay? he's more for taking orders and doing what he's told. He ain't really about asking them questions. Let's move on. Tasha's kind of sort of getting on my nerves as well. This episode as well, because it was just like she was doing too much. She was saying too much. Like, you need to say less. Either in my opinion, either she gonna say less or tell the damn truth to some degree, without having to implicate her son. Like, and the thing about it is, you got all this time in jail, my nigga. Like, you got plenty of time to come up with a good story. Like, you got plenty of goddamn time. You feel me? Okay, but we gonna move on from here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Now, we also find out that Monet... Okay, no, before I say that right there, let me say another thing I like about the Tejada family. I love how everybody in that family know what they do, how they get their bread. It's not a fucking secret. Like, I wonder if Tasha and Ghost told their kids what it really was, how this shit would have played out differently. And you see how Mary J. Blige and her husband, Lorenzo, they kids know. They kids are all in it. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's no confusion and the family is all on one page, even though it's illegal what the fuck they doing. You feel me? But because they all know and they're all in it together, everyone knows how to play their individual position. Move on. All I want to say about that. Now, the part where when they were talking to her daughter about using what she needed, using what she had to get what she got, I'm hoping she was not saying that in direction towards Frank and more so towards Tariq. And the reason why I say she was saying that more so toward Tariq and not toward the uncle was because in the next couple of scenes you see her going to the school to see Tariq and getting that information from him about his mama. That's why I'm gonna say I'm gonna hope she's not that damn ruthless and that damn nasty to try to pip out her child to her daughter. Nonetheless, I think that's basically what happened in episode 2. Pretty much, they ended up ordering at the morning pill in the phone for Tasha. She got that shit. Like I said, McClain had to get that shit though out of court. That guy blew up. Frank got killed because he a snitch. That's pretty much what happened in episode 2. Let's move on to episode number 3, which was last night, called Play the Game. Now, what's called Play the Game? Now, again, we start off by starting off with McClain. Again, McClain is worth every bit of that $500K, my nigga. Like, for real. He fucked around and gave Tasha what she wanted as far as her testifying with the means of a mock trial. And just to put her in her place and make her see how stupid that shit would be. Because if you notice, any good attorney's gonna tell you, no, my nigga, you don't need no reason to take the stand. That's not a good look. But I want y'all to peep this right here. Everybody is saying Tasha ate the kingpin. Fucking Tamika said that shit. Saxe done said that shit. Daisy McClain done said that shit. She done said that shit. Blanca done said that shit. Everybody in law enforcement know this is some bullshit. Because everybody in law enforcement is saying the same exact fucking shit. She was not the fucking kingpin. That's the crazy part. Everybody in law enforcement said she the fucking kingpin, okay? Now, like I said, move back on. McClain set up this mock trial, for her to testify. We see Tasha going back to a former version of herself. We used to her being glammed up, her wig together, makeup together, X, Y, and Z. So, like I said, she's doing pretty good, pretty well on the defense questioning. She got railroaded when Tasha came in for a cross-examination, my nigga. She was done. You feel me? Done. And that mock jury came back and all 12 of the motherfuckers said guilty, bitch. Move on. We also found out that there's some type of internal struggle. No, let me go back before I go there. I like how Monet has a close grip on her family, aka her kids, but I don't agree with it at all. I understand it because of the type of business that they're in. I don't agree with it at all. First of all, we could have found out that Anna has aspirations of being a ball player or was playing ball, whatever the case may be, but she wants to go to college, XYZ, or go back to college, whatever, XYZ. Her mama shut that shit all the way down, you feel me? And I'm just like, but why would you want your kids in this shit, you feel me? And it's just like, come on, bruh. It's like she wants so much control over everything, and she's stifling the potential that her kids may have, or the other aspirations her kids may have, or the dreams they may have for themselves. You feel me? So she basically like shut that shit down with her what she want to do with her goddamn life. You feel me? Not to mention, we found out, we see that Drew has art inspiration as well. So he must be wanting to be an artist, whatever it can be. Because the nigga always drawing. The only motherfucker who really want to be out there is Kane. And that's because Kane's like his mama. A hothead. You feel me? Alright. So I understand why she's doing that. She's being very tight-knit and trying to be as controlling as she can with her kids. However, I don't agree with that shit at all. Excuse me. At all. Moving on. What was I going to say before that? Oh, yeah. We found out this episode that there's a lot of conflict in the Tejada family internally about who gonna take over what and who's what position. So, come find out, Mary J wants Kane to take over, which no surprise, because Kane is like her. Lorenzo wants Drew to do it, and his reasoning is good. Because Drew is more of a level-headed person, level-headed thinker. He's not quick to do violence, which will make it hot for them. You feel me? And he wants his daughter to just go ahead and live her life. You feel me? So I feel like Drew would be a good person to take over, but he needs to evolve some with his toughening skills. You feel me? So they're beefing about that. I'm gonna give my theory, my thoughts on that a little later. What else happened in this episode right here? Oh, we couldn't find out Zeke ain't shit. Zeke, that's nothing pissed me off this episode. Couldn't find out Zeke is really not applying himself, has never applied himself to anything in fucking life. Because when a nigga got asked to do the damn interview, the press afterwards, you see how his face looked? That wasn't because he was scared. That was because he did not know what to say. He does not know how to speak. No one has taught him the basic shit you need to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no one, because he's been getting passed through school, people have been doing his work for him. No one's taking out the time to teach him. He's lost in the sauce. That look that he gave his coach was not about motherfucking fear. Was not about what not to say. That shit was about straight fear about not knowing what and how to say. It is a damn shame. I'm so tired of these fucking stereotypes. They stereotype of this nigga as a straight up and down dumbass jock. And the thing about it is, he probably might be a smart ass kid if somebody pushed him or guided him or helped him with him helping himself. You feel me? With him helping himself. Because he's so used to motherfuckers doing shit for him, he don't want to do shit for himself. Let's move on. Talk about the trial, the little mock trial shit. Talk about the Zeke shit. Oh, okay. Let's talk about fucking how Tariq and Brayden are working back together again. Okay. About the prescription that they made a little bit of money with the drug thing, with the prescriptions. They had their competition occupied with Epiphany, while they sold out all their drugs. So they're cool. So they basically built up they're basically building up their clientele. All right, so let's move on to the two fucking professors that I don't like. Okay. So basically, like I said, these niggas is both toxic as fuck. You can't tell me no different. They both toxic as fuck. So Jabari been blowing up that girl. I can't think of her name. Blowing up old girl phone, over the course of the day, yada yada yada. That thing, you see him in his office with his grad student. Okay, they talking shit, blah blah blah. They flirting, going back and forth, yada yada yada. He hears the motherfucking door open, so he knows that the girl came in her office. He gets to fucking his grad student and banging the wall, making so she hear extra, all that shit. She moaning loud, X, Y, and Z. She just kindly leaves out the office and let them fuck. Now, let me tell you how this dumb nigga gonna get himself played the fuck out and fucked up in the game in the long run. What's gonna happen is, cause he's so fucking crazy, he's fucking stupid, he don't see the setup. When he try to break it off with that girl, that little grad student, cause she gonna wanna fuck again. You feel me? She gonna think that they're in a relationship. And he's gonna basically try to break it off with her and let her know it was a mistake, yada yada yada, X, Y, Z. That girl is gonna end up pressing sexual harassment charges or rape charges against that dumb motherfucker. I promise you, that's what will end up happening. You so toxic with this bitch, with the bitch who got you hired, is motherfucker. You want to risk your motherfucking career, your motherfucking livelihood, and possibly going to jail? Because what the girl gonna do, she gonna fuck around and get you fucking locked up. Or either sexual harassment charges or rape charges. You feel me? Let's move on for that. Zeke sets it up where Monet and Tariq meet each other face to face for 5 minutes. He runs about her and they connect, yada yada yada, X, Y, Z, blah 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 blah. They hook up so they make a deal. Now, let's talk about this right here. They both going on blind faith, you feel me? Because again, she don't know how this nigga make his money, what kind of setup he got going on, X, Y, and Z. And not to mention, she a whole hypocrite herself. Excuse me. She just told her daughter, "Hey, leave this little nigga alone because everybody he get involved with, excuse me, either get locked up or dead. You gonna do business with this nigga? Oh, okay, Monet. All right, girl. So let's move on. But what I really want to say is this right here, though. I really feel like Tariq is going to pick up on the simple fact of the matter that there's internal conflict going on with that family, with the parents amongst their kids about who going to lead what. You feel me? And y'all remember y'all remember in book one with Kanan, how Kanan played against Tommy and Ghost beefing with each other, and he would tell one thing, the other thing, and fuck with the other one to make them two fuck with each other. I feel like once Tariq figures out his beef amongst them, he gonna do the same fucking tactic. He gonna fucking do a divide and conquer by whispering shit to one, whispering shit to the other. You feel me? And like he ain't say shit. It be hiding his goddamn hand while they fucking feuding amongst themselves. But they're gonna be feuding more so because again, it's already an opening and a crack within their family. You feel me? All right. So let's move on. That's one of my predictions. I also think Monet needs to have a talk with her daughter, because her ass was talking too goddamn much to Tariq about their family business. Too much. Now, what else happened in this episode? After they made that connection between Monet and Tariq, Lorenzo makes a phone call to Tasha, let her know, hey, oh boy, your son working for us now, yeah. He'll do what we tell him to do, he did. And that's how it went off. That was the thing for this episode. But yeah, that's about it. I don't want to make this any longer where I need to make it longer. But these are my thoughts on the first 3 episodes. Thus far, it's pretty good. Again, I'm pretty much enjoying it. It's coming out better than what I thought it was going to be. And again, the top reason I feel like I've been enjoying it more than what I thought I was, because there's no fucking ghost in this series. That nigga was too toxic for me. He was doing too much. But yeah, mark my words on Jabari ass with that girl, and they both crazy as hell. They both toxic as fuck. I feel like Tariq is gonna be using Brayden and his brother some kind of way, along with their white privilege, to put him in a position. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Before I say that, let me go back to Jabari ass. That's what I want to talk about. The incomplete, the NC, no credit for that paper. Now, I understood what he was saying to Tariq about how white society is always trying to suppress how you feel, how you move, your thoughts, or whether they want to conform to their thinking. I get that. And yes, it's true. You should be able to have your own thoughts, have your own opinions, and, go about your motherfucking business. You feel me? But there is something called white supremacy in this world. And the thing about it is, if the playing field was equally balanced, you feel me? Equally balanced, and white people didn't have the power to fuck up your money, fuck with your freedom, fuck with your job, fuck with your paper, whatever the case may be, you feel me? If they didn't have that much power to do that, yes, this is a perfect opportunity, perfect world to be who you were meant to fucking be. But because we don't have that freedom, with the white people ruling over everything, it's best sometimes to conform, but making your alternate plans to get away. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, like I said too much about this shit. Let me go about my business. Y'all comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know how y'all like this. Sorry this went too long. Next week, I will start, doing the reviews individually for each show. Anyway, I gotta go. Y'all have a good one. Peace, peace, peace.